the batsmen to be out there, but that's what I love to see. That's what I love to see. They're not afraid. And they're two coats.
You hear the horns in the background.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Somerset is starting to make the way. Some have the red caps on, some have the white, blue brims. As Radisson Oval comes alive for day 2. Oh man, I get goosebumps hearing this now.
Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful.
You see my hair standing up, right?
Oh, what a feeling.
It doesn't matter what position the game is in. I just love this feeling as it was from quiet to now. You feel everybody's in tune now.
What a feeling.
Once again, Emerson Carrington, the umpire on the eastern end. We are on the eastern end. Bowler from Bailey's Bay. And one thing with this gentleman, he's got to be fit because just even for his run up, Dean, I would take note of this. Many years ago, one of the intimidation factors from we used to call pace bowlers, they made it ran from the boundary, but they ended up down by us at the batsman.
Got to be in front of the face.
And they had something to say.
Oh, yeah.
Watch this young man. He ends up on the other side.
Love it. Good follow through. You want to be in the batsman's face.
Number one, you got to be fit to do.
Oh, yeah, got to be fit. Yeah, you want to be right in front of the batsman's face. Let him know. That's your momentum, going all the way through.
Sumser once again has 2 players underneath the bat, sealing it on, sealing it off. Looks like they're going to have 3 slips. Man at point, man at square leg boundary. Wide is mid on. Wide is mid. Actually, an extra cover. But as we're waiting now, as Sunday Fubbert will face the first ball for day 2, Cup Match 2023. As Walker waiting for the umpire to drop his hand. And it's game time. As Walker runs in. This one's pitched on the middle stump and Fubbert, no stranger to Walker, plays defense. Fubbert would have faced Walker many overs in the nets. But this is Cup Match. You can be teammates after today. As Walker runs in to pull the second ball now. Well played by Fubbert. Out on the front foot, behind the ball. The score is 1-1. No runs have come off the bat. That run was a no ball yesterday. The 2 Colts, Sunday Fubbert and Brian Hall, are in for St. George. This one, Fubbert gets off the mark as he neatly tucks this down. Good towards long leg. And Sunday Fubbert off the mark in his Cup Match career. He's on 1. St. George is on 2 for 1. That brings Brian Hall. As he takes guard. Once again, the field looks immaculate today. A lot of respect needs to go to the ground staff here, and the new ground staff here at St. George's, led by Del Hollis. Walker runs in again, right arm over to Hall. Hall doesn't get behind there, but it goes across his off stump.
These two Colts, this is probably the most nervous they've ever been in the
I would say so. Sunday Fubbert has represented Bermuda on the national scene in football, but Once again, cup match in Bermuda is totally different. As Walker once again into Hall. Outside the off stump, Hall looking to drive, doesn't get his front foot over. As Walker's towel, the back dropped out. Dean, you were supposed to. Now, Dean, I thought last night when we left here, you said that Hall has a green helmet on. You didn't talk to the people, get him a blue helmet today?
No, he said that's his favorite. So,
Don't mess with what works. Huh?
yeah, don't mess with that.
Superstition.
Yes, yeah.
And Brian's that type of guy, right?
Well, good ball from Yorker, just short of a lane. Come back into Hall. Hall looking to try to defend it off, but wisely enough, pulls his bat away. And that's the end of a good over from Bakil Walker. Conceded 1 run. So the score here now, 2-1.
Brian Hall is the type of player that he's probably been up all night thinking this over in his mind.
Oh, he's played this.
Yeah, he's played this over in his mind.
Yeah. He's played his innings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Over and over and over
Of
in his
course,
head.
of course.
He's that type of young. He's that type of player. In fact, he's been playing it over and over in his head for the last 10, 15 years. He's that sort of fella.
Dean, I tell you, so we work with his company, Lego Company. They do the scaffolding for us for Eastern County. And I've had many conversations. It's like a minute for scaffolding business,
And the rest is
and
cricket.
then the rest is cricket.
Passionate about the game. Passionate about the game.
A player like that, we say he's married to the game.
Oh, yes.
He is.
Oh, yes.
Married to the game of cricket.
It's going to be Mal Levrock, who took the wicket of Treadwell Gibbons as he runs, and he has 3 slips. Levrock, right arm over to Fubbert. That's a short one, going across Fubbert's nose. Umpire lets him know that's over the shoulder, so it gives him the warning. Well, that is something we did not see much of from the St. George's bowlers. We saw short bowling, but nothing effective or what we call bouncers. That was a legitimate bouncer. As Levrock runs in again. This one going away this time. The keeper, Stephen Bremer, collects. What a beautiful innings by that young man yesterday. His first half century in cup match after being recalled back in the side this year. First slip, Dion Stubble. Looks like LJ there. Who's that second slip? See Jordan at third. Malachi Jones at that one going away from Fubbert. Malachi Jones at second slip. Jordan De Silva at third slip. Jack Brangway at mid-off. Under the helmet would be LJ. And get the other youngster. Levrock again into Fubbert. This one going down leg, diving, catch. Stopped by Bremer. Also take note of, I believe the Somerset's bowling staff who want these bowlers to really attack the bats and make them play at something. Something that they've employed the last few years. In cricketing terms, stump to stump. And try to keep the pressure on St. George's. They need 204 to avoid the follow-on. This one is wrapped in one pair, going down leg. Good shout from Levrock. So it's Trey Manners at silly point. LJ Richardson at short leg. Terran Free, cover point position. McKeel Walker, square leg boundary. Normally you see Chris Douglas. The helmet on. And Trey normally out. They have reverse roles early today. Levrock runs in. This one's a short ball as Hall got behind it. I'm not sure if he got that on it.
In his chest pad.
I know he's got a chest pad, but it's padded.
It's padded.
It's definitely padded. And that's the end of the over. 3 overs have been completed. 3 for the loss of 1. Brian Holden yet to get off the mark. And Alexander Fubbert on 2. You're listening to the Voice of Summer at Cup Match 2023.
Get that man out, Mike. Get that man out. Yeah, get that man out. Hey, bro, where's the cups in here? No, I drink.
You didn't see what's up, bro?
Nah, I missed that one.
You're supposed to bring your own cups.
Sirs?
Yeah, the reusable ones, not the old plastic ones that you throw away.
Okay.
But try to do right. Reduce waste so we can party all night. I've got the blue bags for the bottles and the cans.
All right, Captain Photo Planet.
It ain't that hard. We just gotta do our part.
Hey, you like here, boy?
Yeah, hey, I've got blue bags for you guys over there too, Steve. Let's all do our part to keep Bermuda beautiful. This message was sponsored by KBB and Wilmont Trucking in partnership with Recycle Bermuda.
This one goes through to the keeper just outside the off stump. Keel Walker now into his second over. It's going to 3 slips, a point, a silly point, short leg, cover, mid wicket, and deep backward square. Walker into Fubbert. This one turns off his hip. Goes down to fine leg, is picked up there by Kamar Levrock, who's go through for a single. St. George is 4 for 1. Chasing Summers' total of 404 on day 1. Which now brings Brian Hall on strike. He hasn't scored a run as yet.
And at the end of the over.
And Walker, no. Into Hall. Oh, he looks to cut. He just goes through to the wicket keep. Bremer. St. George is 4 for 1, losing Treddy Gibbons last night for a duck. Kumar Labrock was the bowler. Walker now into hole. Umpire Carrington signaling dead ball. With Walker adjusting his run-up. Walker the coat from Bayless Bay. Turns at his mark. Right on over the wicket to Hall. Hall goes back defense. He's getting well behind it. Umpires have signaled 2 balls left in the over. Walker now at his mark. Right arm over the wicket to Hall. Hall looking handsomely cut. That's a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Cuts this one for 4. He gets himself off the mark. Beautiful shot just in front of point fielder. Terence Frey was at point, and he just watched this one go by all along the ground to the boundary. And Hall has opened up his account. Now he takes his total on to 4. Beautiful shot there by Brian Hall. This one stood up for him. Beautiful cut shot. St. George is now on 8. 8 for the loss of 1. Walker back to his mark. Last ball of the over. Again, Hall looking to cut again, but miscued and goes all the just trickling out to Terence Frey, who's feeling a point, and that is the end of the over. St. George's 8 for the loss of 1. For the loss of 1. Brian Hall, as we see, he has the green helmet on. And Azende Fubbert, he has the blue helmet on. So as you're trying to see from a distance, that's how you can distinguish the two batsmen. So Kumar Lavrock, he's going to be taking it from the western end. He's going to be bowling to 3 slips, a point, a silly point, a short leg, short mid wicket, deep backward square, short cover, and he's back at his mark. Looks to be about a good 20 paces. Here comes Lavrock into Fubbert. This one down. Oh, beautiful shot off his pads. Oh, beautiful leg glance off his pads. Going all the way down to the fine leg boundary for 4. The Colts, Azende Fubbert. Oh, he's looking so comfortable. Full toss on his pads. It got what it deserved, and it goes all the way down to the fine leg boundary.
Quench your thirst in this summer heat with refreshing pure water. Available in 3 and 5 gallon.
Now St. George's have gone to 12. Lavrock back at his mark. Right arm over the wicket to Fubbert. Fubbert gets well behind. It's good forward defense, solid defense. Plays it back down the wicket. No chance of a run. Looking very, very comfortable. Doesn't look like a coat so much. Lavrock now. Right arm over the wicket to Fubbert. Fubbert watches this one go through the road past the stop. Just outside the off stump, goes through to the wicket keep. Bremer is standing back. Very watchful. 12 for 1. Lavrock into his 3rd over for this morning. Lavrock, right arm over the wicket to Fubbert. Fubbert again, shoulder and arms, just allowing this one outside the off stump to go through to the wicket keep. Bremer, very watchful. Looking to build himself, build an innings. So this is a very good approach by the youngster. Lavrock now into Fubbert. Fubbert again, watching very closely. It's the ball just wide, just sort of 5th stump wide of the off stump, and allows it to go through. not being enticed at all. The youngster showing signs that he understands the longer version of the game. Laverick now. Into Fubbert. Fubbert again, well behind it. Plays forward defense, gets the inside edge, goes over to the mid-wicket area. It's picked up there by Chris Douglas. No chance of a run, and that is the end of the over.
6.
We're doing fine. Okay, 3. Yeah. So St. George's, 12 for the loss of 1. We have Brian Hall, he's on 4. And Azende Fubbert, the coat, both coats. And Azende Fubbert, he is on 7. So Brian Hall now, he's going to be facing Mikhail Walker. And we're getting ready for Mikhail Walker to go to Brian Hall. Umpire Carrington has signaled to Walker for him to start his run-in. Walker to, and this one flashes. Sort of a no shot. He goes back defense and looking to fend the ball away from his body. And it just goes through to the wicket keep. Bremer. Walker back to his mark. Turns. Right arm over the wicket to Hall. Hall cuts, and it's in the air. Coming out. It's a great catch. It is a great catch. Oh, what a great catch.
Terran Frey leapt, just leapt out of nowhere.
Out of like a cat.
Yes.
Just like a cat. Oh,
spectacular.
Brian Hall ran on the back foot, square cut, trying to get across. Terran Frey, he had to move to his right, took a diving spectacular catch. And St. George's now have lost their second wicket. Oh, it was hit with venom. It was hit with venom.
Yeah.
And he came out of the, he has to be disappointed. He has to be disappointed. That was, would have been a great shot, but it was in the air. It was about 2 feet away from Terran Frey, and he jumped on it. St. George's now are 12 for the loss of 2. Brian Hall, the count is out for 4. Which brings now to the wicket Mackay Simmons.
Dean, you mentioned something earlier yesterday, and I totally agree with you. When it comes to fielders, we talk about batsmen and bowlers who are in the right positions. But it's also very important having your best fielders in good positions. In the right positions, right?
That's right.
Terran Frey, trained runners, you always see them in the right positions to take those. Alan Douglas, you see them in the right positions to take the spectacular. You want those areas where you know that are very busy, as we do.
That's right.
In college.
That's right.
You want your best fielders there. Long leg and long off and long on. You know you need your best catches.
That's
Sky
right.
catches,
That's
right?
That's right.
Some guys might be good in the circles, as we say, but they can't field out of the boundary.
That's right.
So you want to make sure that you have your best fielders in the best positions.
And I think Somerset, as we already talked about, they're a well-oiled machine, and they know that Terran Frey has to be at point. That's his specialist position. He has to be at point.
Could you imagine somebody coming in to St. George's team and say, Charlie, I need you to go move to play square leg?
Never happened.
Charlie Marshall.
Yeah, never happened. Couple point theory, that was it.
That's why I feel
That's
for
it.
my
That's
team.
right.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
do.
That's right. No, that's his position. Just like a specialist keeper,
Yeah.
we knew you might want to move away from him before Charlie comes. So Mikhail Walker, the Colt, has picked up his first wicket in Cup match 2023. He has taken the scalp of Brian Hall, caught Terran free. And that would ease his nerves quite a bit, knowing that his teammate also caught from Bayless Bay. Caught Brian Hall. So we got Mackay Simmons. He's just come to the wicket. Same field setting, 3 slips, silly point, short leg, deep backward square, cover, point, mid wicket. Here comes Walker into Simmons. Right on over the wicket. Oh, and this is high into the air, just lofting over the top of the mid-off fielder, Derek Raymond. And they go through for 1. Sorry, they go through for 2. So Simmons is putting his mark down right from the get-go. It was up in the drive. And Simmons looking to go over the top right from ball 1. Right from ball 1. St. George's now 14 for 2. Walker into Simmons. This one is wide of off stump. Simmons allows that one to go through to the wicket keeper. Captain Jordan De Silva has decided to take a slip fielder out. So now they've got 2 slips, and they've taken the slip fielder out and put it into covers, where we see now Dion Stubble. He's now going into the cover position, which brought Derek Bringer a bit more straighter into the middle. Walker into Simmons. Simmons again flashing. This one was full into the drive, but he's looking to again pierce the gap between cover and mid-off. It goes through to the wicket keeper, Bremer. Walker now into the last ball of his 3rd over. Trying to set his mark. Right arm over the wicket to Simmons.
Because he didn't know sure.
Simmons. Ooh, this one is going away from Simmons. Got a little bit of away swinger going away from Simmons. He watches this one, drops his hands, and goes through to the wicket keeper, Bremer. And that is the end of the over. That is the end of the over.
Once again, you're listening to 121st edition of Comment. They're ready to know with the voice of summer. We'll be right back.
Did you know that you can book your doctor's appointments online? Moongate Medical, Bermuda's newest general practice, makes it simple and easy to schedule your physicians right from where you are. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For general checkups, TCD appointments, sick notes, and prescription advice, we are here for you. Do you need an exceptional, compassionate, and trustworthy physician? Dr. Karen Fedlin and Dr. Andrea Guilford can accept your appointment today. Call 295-4265 or save time and book online at moongatemedical.bm. Moongate Medical, better health for a better quality of life.
Quench your thirst in this summer heat with refreshing pure water. Available in 3 and 5 gallon recyclable bottles. Far better for the environment and better for your budget than Steel Reserve bottles. We deliver straight to your home or business, or visit our drive-thru at 32 Parsons Lane in Devonshire and let us do all the heavy lifting for you. For self-service, head next door to our 24-hour pure water and pure ice machine. Pure water, high-quality drinking water made in Bermuda by Bermudians. Bermuda Waterworks wishes everyone a safe and happy Cup Match holiday.
Welcome back to Wellington Oval. It's 16 for 2 here at St. George. At the wicket is Azende Fubbert. He has 9. And the non-striker is Mackay Simmons, who has 2. Azende Fubbert is taking strike from Kamal Leverock, who's in right arm over the wicket to the right-hander. Fubbert, this one hits Fubbert in the chest, batting with that low crouched position. And the umpire, Mr. Keynes, is giving him a no ball. All sorts of antics there from young Leverock. I'm surprised at that. The umpire's giving him a no ball.
Well, he's asking the square leg.
It's not the square legs.
Actually, it's called for the height.
Right. But
Right.
the umpire's made his decision.
Yeah.
You take it and you go.
Yeah.
Move on. We don't have that appeal. The man's telling him move on.
It's a question. It's still a question, isn't it?
Yeah. But my point is that he shouldn't, you know?
Well, he might not change his
That's become
decision.
the unfortunate thing is that seems to have become the norm. And I really don't like
And
it.
I'll be honest with you, it's been norm even in the Ashes.
Yeah. So it's just contrary to the spirit of the game.
Yeah.
It's just become the norm, and it's really.
I'm glad you said that, because sometimes we think, and I just want to say think, because we remember what we want to say as far as the spirit of the game. So there was a video on YouTube, stumps, the mic at the stumps, and the amount of talking through from the world-class athletes we know.
Come out, Leverock. Right arm move the wicket to a Zende Fubbert. Lovely stroke from Fubbert. A straight drive right past the bowler down to the long on boundary. Beautiful stroke. Almost as if to say, take that. When hit me in the chest, take that. Drove it straight down the wicket. And Zende Fubbert adds 4 to his tally. He's now on 13. And St. George move on to 20 for the loss of 2.
And to say, a lot of the language was very colorful.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
A lot of
And that's fine. That's to be expected.
Right.
But it's displayed for the public.
Well,
So
yes,
it's
the
the
body
public
language.
display. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So all this gesturing and arms flailing in the air, that's what is not necessary. It's Leverock again. And Zende Fubbert raises his bat, watches that one go by. It was outside the off stump, but it came back. $20 for 2. Ooh, bumper. Now that's face height. I don't think you can question that.
Now, see, the extra right there, that's where I agree with you. Because the extra, that was not needed for the extra.
No.
He was allowed to roll his bumper, but it's passionate. He seems walking to.
So that was face height. The umpire,
The
Mr.
umpire's
Carrington, is now
controlled
speaking to the skipper
Yep, the skipper. Yeah.
and telling him to control.
And that's a protocol for that. 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 Yeah. But in the bowling sense of it, I want Leverock to continue, because to continue bowling with that fire, bowling with that energy, bowling with that passion. Because as an opening bowler, as an opening seam bowler, one of the things I've missed, even watching week after week, weekend cricket, one of the things I've missed is the passion you see from some of our opening bowlers. There's a lack of passion.
That's right. That's right. So we asked Dean to go down to because there's been a bit of discussion on what the rule is as far as the follow-on, right? So the rule book, the Cup Match rules, Law 14.1 says that 14.1.1, the side which bats first and leads by at least 200 runs shall have the option of requiring the other side to follow their innings. As McKeel Walker bowls this one to Mackay Simmons, and there's no run. So it says the team that bats first and leads by at least 200 runs shall have the option of requiring the other side to follow their innings. So that means that they need at least 204 to avoid the follow-on. However, 14.1.2 says the same option shall be available in matches of shorter duration with the minimum leads as follows. And it goes on to say 100 runs in a 2-day match. So that's what we have here. So because of that, as Mackay Simmons turns this one on the onside through short forward square leg, and they hustle through quickly for a single. Mackay Simmons moves on to 3, and St. George move on to 21 for 2. And so because of that anomaly, where it says 100 runs in a 2-day match, we asked our Dean Miners to go over to the match manager and get clarification. And so, Mr. Miners, you're back. What's the result?
Yes, after speaking, it's 100.
It's 100.
It's 100.
So they
After
need
speaking.
305
They need
to avoid the
305,
follow.
yes,
All right. 305 is what is required to avoid the follow. There you have it.
Yeah, when we did look
Live
at,
from the
when
voice
we
of
did
summer.
look at it.
Yeah, so it's a bit it can be confusing because it gives you 2 rules. But it's 305 is what is required to avoid the follow word. Okay? 305. We got it straight from the horse's mouth. Nikhil Walker, Simmons, forward defensively.
And saying that she's also the first female batsman of Cup match. So congratulations to Linnell Williams.
That's right.
Very special achievement. Special on a day like today. Happy Mary Prince Day to everybody.
That's right.
Yes.
Fubbert looks the part, Dean. Watched him score some runs at Eastern County, but he looks the part. His temperament, very quiet.
And the lead-in to Cup match with him playing in the Eastern Counties would definitely have helped him. I mean, the only thing is different now. It's more people.
Yeah.
But the atmosphere would have been something that he would have been a little used to.
The
So I could
focus.
see the focal point.
Yeah. Walking to Fubbert. Light hands, as we'll say. It's a bat on it. Just allows it to run off that bat to the Kali area. With Jordan Silverfields. That's the end of the over. 8 overs have been completed. 21 for 2. Oh, she is here looking all fabulous. Miss Leanna Lambert. And I want you. I'm looking all fabulous. You know, she's ready for the camera today.
That's right. She's always camera ready.
Sit down, Lee, because I need to. We need to talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. But she did say in our promo and leading up to today, she told everybody that the first day when we had the meeting with our social media team, the first day is to cover the vendors and the camps and all that. But she made sure that she had to tell everybody the second day is about fashion and fashion and fashion.
All right.
Am I lying, Leanna Lambert?
It is a live runway this morning. Good morning. Happy Cup match second day to you all.
Oh my.
You know I had to come stepping. You know, day one, you take it easy. You know, you want to feel cool and breezy and all of that good stuff. And then day 2, you got to come with the thunder.
Come on, Levrock runs in from the western side. So just short of a lane. Simmons on the back foot, plays into the covers. So first thing, since you're on the runway, you know, you hear there's all these shows. Who you wearing today? Who designed you today?
So I am wearing, because you know we don't do anything mediocre, right? Nothing mediocre. We have to step it up and, you know, show up and show out. So I'm actually wearing J Lux. It's a street Lux designed by Kamisha and Chardonnay. So local designers, Bermudian designers. They've been around for quite some years now. They have a new line that's out as well. So please, if you do see me today, make sure that you go and follow them. That's Street Locks. You got to go check them out.
And this is at Voice of Summer BDA on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
I'm wearing Amazon.
I think we got a 2 for 1 bar.
Amazon.com. Follow me there.
And listen, not everybody is all into the fashion. Not everybody knows how to put it together.
Oh, no, I know how to put it together. I'm just saying. I'm going to shout out where shout outs are due.
So talking about FC footwear.
Look, Nike, thank you, Nike.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Story Liability. Special Ben.
It's whoever you support, whoever you like, whatever makes you feel comfortable,
There you
right?
go. That's the
But
word.
I'm very excited to always, in every cup match, I enjoy wearing our Bermudian designers. And then shout out to our makeup artist, my makeup artist this morning, Zuri. She is from Red Doors. So I definitely want to give a huge shout out to her because I get her up 6 o'clock every morning with cup match.
Mercy.
And I'm the only one she does. I'm very fortunate. Thank you. Shout out to you, Boo.
It's 23 for 2 now.
Yeah, I'm glad because you make sure that you keep us abreast of what's going around the field. What are some of something yesterday that really stood out for you yesterday?
So, for me, it's always about the camps, right? It is the creativity that goes into camps. So I actually had the privilege of signing a couple bars yesterday. They have markers in the bars. They have created these, structures that out of plywood and whatever else, materials that they found. So I thought that was pretty cool today, yesterday.
Awesome.
And then you have all your flags up, and I even had to go through a screen door at one point to get into a camp.
People are creative, huh?
So creative.
What's some of the names what's the name that stood out? Because we have some funny names.
It's a lot of funny names out there. I went over to, I think it's LDR, which is right across from us.
Okay.
We have CMB up the top.
Yes. FM, something when you were with Jack Castle.
Yes.
FCB.
FCB. I think FDR. That's what he's called it.
That's right.
Camp Cartel is always a fun one. We always have to shout out to them. And then obviously going into the Go-To Bermuda tents. Those ones are always fun. Hamilton Princess. These guys really go all out.
Guardsman has a big company.
is
One of
over
our sponsors over there.
Guardsman.
Guardsman from the Limited have a big company.
And then obviously HSBC.
Yeah.
of
Oh,
course,
yes. Shout out to Bars Life Unlimited, one of our sponsors, because they have this new Heineken Silver that's all over the place here, and everyone's talking so much about this. Heineken Silver in Carlsberg and Smirnoff, and what was the other one? Heineken Silver. Bacardi Mojito. That's right. So we want to give them a special shout out to try it. Tell everybody to try it. Drink responsibly.
Yes.
Don't drink and drive, but make sure you try it.
Get your definitely.
That's right, definitely. It's 23 for 2.
Before you go, Leanna, let's make the announcement because we do have some tickets to give away. They'll be with you today.
Yes, they will. So we're excited because we've been running a social media promo this week. If you haven't seen it yet, it's not too late. You have to go to the Voice of Summer VDA Instagram page. You have to like, post, and tag one of your friends that you want to take to the Dastra concert, which is Soca in the City, taking place, Jace?
August 27th, Sunday, August 27th.
Yep, so we'll be giving tickets away live with Mr. Photogenic this afternoon.
Yep.
And you know he's going to bring it. So listen, it's not too late. Make sure you go on the Voice of Summer Instagram page, like, post, and tag a friend. You still have a chance to win 2 free tickets to Dastra on August 27th.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Leanna Lambert. I guess you'll be back later on.
Yes.
Give us another update of what's going on around the field.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Lily. It's 23 for 2 here at Wellington Oval in St. George. It's McKeel Walker, who is burling from the eastern end, directly below our sports microphone. He's burling to Azende Fubbert, who has 14 in his inaugural cup match here at Wellington Oval. Azende Fubbert has 2 fours. He's been in for 58 minutes. He's faced 29 deliveries. That's silly point. McKeel Walker. Okay. McKeel Walker, right arm over the wicket. He bowls. This one goes down the leg side. And Richardson runs to his left to collect. sorry, Stephen Bremer. Sorry, thank you. Oh, okay. For who? I got you. Okay. We see the reserve is on the field. Jaden Manders. On for Trey Manders. Jaden Manders is feeling at short leg. As Zende Fubbert, good stroke through long on, chased and collected by Chris Douglas. They go through for 2. Good running there by Chris Douglas. Good running between the wickets by Zende Fubbert and Mackay Simmons. So Fubbert adds 2 to his tally. He moves on to 16. And St. George move on to 25 for 2. 25 for 2. And Fubbert drives this one all along the ground, down toward the long on boundary. It's being chased, but it doesn't carry all the way through to the boundary. Derek Brangman collects it in front of the boundary and returns it to the bowler's end. 2 more for Fubbert. 2 more for St. George. St. George have 27 for 2. Zende Fubbert has 18. McKeel Walker again, right arm over. And a shorter delivery, and Zende Fubbert cracks that one right. A big 6. That's a biggie right over the square leg boundary. That is a biggie.
That's a big.
That is a big 6 right over the square leg boundary.
Scaffolded.
Yes. He sent that one for a ride, and they're looking for the ball now. So Zende Fubbert moves on to 24.
Sean, he doesn't look like a colt to me.
No, very comfortable.
Yeah. He's made some really good shots. 2 lofted on drives over the top, and then he rocks back and hits a 6.
Yes.
Yeah. Can't believe how quickly he's going on to 24.
So they're waiting to get the ball back. Waiting to get the ball back as Zende Fubbert has just sent McKeel Walker for a ride. A mighty 6 over the square leg boundary. A mighty 6 over the square leg boundary. And so they're back and ready to resume. It's 33 for 2. Walker bowling with 2 men in the slips, a silly mid-off. $33 for 2, and that's the end of the over. End of the over. End of the over. The end of 10 overs, St. George 33 for 2 in reply to Somerset 404 all out. Somerset batted all day yesterday. the exception of 1 over. $33 for 2 after 10 overs. So Mackay Simmons has 4. Azende Fubbert has 24. And bowling from the western end, looks as if it's going to be Malachi Jones. Malachi.
Sean, just a quick question. Does Malachi Bill spin?
Is spinning.
It's spinning
yeah,
now, right?
yeah,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
But you know, he has the ability, as you know, he has
Change
the
up,
ability
yeah.
to bowl speed.
Yeah, of course.
Interesting because the county game got Sluggy had running in.
Yes.
But it's been quite successful.
See him up, he could be.
It's been quite successful in the last couple of years, coming off a few places. And that's where the variety comes in, as you know, Dean, with not only seam up, as we were saying,
Yeah.
burning seams, but also spinning. And what we call off cutters, leg cutters. So they give you definitely a good bit of variety.
Yeah.
But surprisingly enough, he hasn't come off. Maybe the heat too, right? Just trying to protect him.
Yeah.
Malachi Jones, it's a dead ball. Malachi Jones spins this one up to Azende. Oh my gracious, he's very lucky there. He's very lucky there. That one almost played on. Malachi spinning right arm over the wicket to the right-hander. That's Simmons, actually.
Just making some adjustments, sending that man that square leg back, but they're going to change fielders.
And Deion Stubbles backward square leg.
That's the reason for this, yes? I'll bring LJ in
Deep
now,
backward square leg.
where Stubble was.
Mackay Simmons is going to be.
Look at
Very
this.
close. Mackay Simmons turned that on the onside and was thinking of a single, thinking of taking a cheeky single. He ran down the wicket and Azende Fubbert rightfully sent him back. And he had to scamper back and dove to protect his wicket. And there was a loud appeal as the stumps were broken. But Mr. Emerson Carrington had to make a decision and said that he was safe. Simmons was there. All the excitement of the game, but Simmons was within his ground. Slid back into place.
That's also tricky, and indeed, that's tricky when you are diving and sliding. Sometimes if the bat does not touch the ground, sometimes it can still be in the air.
That's right. That's right.
You can be across the line, but if it's in the air,
That's right.
you can be given out. The bat has to cross the line on the ground. These are all the things that the umpire has to look, split decision, and make those decisions. Was the bat grounded? And sometimes it can get stuck. You can put it down before the line.
That's right.
Then the bat comes up.
That's right. That's right.
But what has happened? Well, I guess what has happened now is just that as long as it's going through, it's safe. So it's not so much as it could be in the air, but as long as it's you on that's it. Yeah, so the rule is changed.
Yep.
Yeah, it's changed. Yeah.
Simmons plays this one back down the wicket.
And yes, it could have been due to a lot of the injuries that have actually happened. With, batsmen sliding so and
stuff.
Trying to, yeah.
But it's also a great area because when you look at it, just scenarios. If you are running to the wicket, Sean, and you put your bat down, and you get stuck, and you lose grip.
Yeah,
you lose your bat.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So now,
That's
you're out.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Even though your bat was,
across the line, but in the air.
Yeah. That's right.
So they probably if they've taken a lot into consideration, number of injuries that have probably happened. Yeah. But we talked about it, Rollins.
Yeah.
Applying the pressure, and just what we saw just now. So Somerset looking to apply that pressure. Just gave Mackay Simmons and Azende a little something to think about. Don't think that they're resting. They're hungry.
That's right.
We're coming up with the first hour of play, and that's what you want as a field team. Create those opportunities. Whether you're successful or not, you still want to create those opportunities.
That's right.
Create that doubt.
That's right.
Nikhil Walker, right arm over the wicket, running away from us to bowl to Azende Fubbert. And Fubbert gets behind that one, pushes it out into the covers. It's fielded there by Chris Douglas. No addition to the score. Nikhil Walker, bowling with two men in the slips. It's a cover point, extra cover, a wide extra cover, a mid-off, a mid-on, a mid-wicket, and a man backward of square leg. Comes in, he bowls. This one is a catch. Fubbert was fishing at it, gave a top edge. But it went down between the wicket keeper and first slip. One bounce. And he's in again. Nikhil Walker, and Azende Fubbert gets right behind that, pushes it out into the covers. I want to say good morning to everyone watching the stream on Burnus. And this one, Azende Fubbert turns on the onside through to mid-on. It's fielded there by Douglas. No addition to the score. those watching the stream around the world, wherever you may be. Happy Cup match to you, all the way from Wellington Oval in St. George. That's the end of the over. 33 for 2 is the score after 12 overs. Mackay Simmons has 4. Azende Fubbert the Colt has 24. And we remind you that you're watching and listening to Cup Match 2023 live from Wellington Oval with the voice of summer on Magic 102.7 and Hot 107.5.
Bermuda holidays are a time when we celebrate our community, traditions, and the beauty of Bermuda. HSBC is deeply rooted in the community and proud once again to be the lead sponsor of Cup Match. Somerset, St. George's. Whether you're heading east to watch Cup Match in person or spending time camping, boating, swimming, or simply relaxing, no matter which team you choose, Cup Match is one of the most spectacular and energizing events, bringing the entire island together in celebration of Emancipation Day and Mary Prince Day. Wishing all of Bermuda a happy Cup Match from HSBC, and may the best team win. Somerset, St. George's. HSBC, opening up a world of opportunity.
And welcome back to Wellington Oval. The score is 33 for 2. We are in the 13th over. Malachi Jones has bowled 3 dot balls to Mackay Simmons. He's still on 4 after facing 19 deliveries. Azende Fubbert the Colt. The ball off the body of Simmons, looking to work on the onside. Fubbert's on the non-striking end. He's on 24 after facing 40 deliveries. Jones to Simmons. Quicker one. Well, stopped by Richardson out at forward mid-wicket. Prevents any run. 33 for 2. Jones runs it now. Bit of seam from Jones, and that's the end of the over. 33 for 2. St. George's run rate so far is 2.54, and that's just in time for the first water break of the day. So far, first hour going. Gene, they have lost the wicket. But let's speak on the approach from the St. George's side. The first hour's going, we said take this game not in the sessions, but now in hours. What do you think the player from St. George's, how was that work in the first hour?
I would say it's positive. Looking from that aspect, it has been very positive. Azende Fubbert has been a senior player. The way that he's actually approached his approach to this innings. So looking at it from that perspective, St. George's have done themselves justice. Got to give respect to some and say, yeah, we could have, of course, it would have been a wicket loss in the first hour.
Yep.
To be expected. People nervous and balls swinging around a bit. But I think St. George's would have been happy getting through the first hour of play, losing just 1 wicket. That's not bad. So now, looking at the next hour, I think these 2 batsmen here would have to, they've formulated a relationship and they would have to extend this partnership and get through the next hour of the prior to lunch, or the next hour.
Yes.
I don't even want to look at lunch.
Let's go by hours.
Let's go by hours. Let's get through the next hour and see what we can do. Let's see if we can double this score, take it to maybe 66 or maybe 70, and just slowly get ourselves into this match.
Summers has created a couple of half chances. Work to do with the catch.
Close,
work to maybe for stump out also, but also a good catch to dismiss.
That's right.
Brian Hall.
That's right.
So I think they're probably. But anything for me is probably the lack of swing early this morning, and the lack of swing in this match. We spoke about the bit of the grass that was rolled in, but we haven't seen much movement in the air in the past 2 days. So, interesting enough to see Malachi coming off in just a few steps. That's a talent sign right there. That's a talent sign. So, be interesting how they utilize the bowlers in the next hour and see what questions they pose to St. George's as far as how they want to go about this one.
Yeah, that is very true. You'll probably go ahead and see more rotation as well in their bowlers. I think you've used Walker for the entire hour.
Yes.
Allowing him to get himself into the game and try to get a bit of a swing as well. So, they've only employed, three bowlers for their first hour this morning. So we might see a little bit of a difference within the next hour, but it's not going bad for them because they have went ahead and picked up a wicket.
This is Cop Match 2023, the 121st edition. Really right back after these messages.
MP Productions conjunction with Back to Basics Entertainment brings to you the ultimate gay-sex soca in the city. Soca in the city. Sunday, August 27th at Bars Bay Park from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Featuring the Queen of Bacchanal, Destra.
This is your great Destra, the Queen of Bacchanal. It's here on the 27th of August. Baskin Park will never be the same. It's all about soca in the city.
Also performing Burrito's Own, Fireway, Rated E Dancers, Mr. Genius, The General, Juggling J, and the Steel Harmony Collective. Get your tickets now for $85. VIP $150. Tickets available from Choices, Freshmans, and PDATix.BA. Sponsored by Fire and Slice, Hang Electric, and Wilmot Trucking. It's Destra, live in Bermuda.
I'm your queen, you're my king, my darling.
Don't miss Soca in the city, Sunday, August 27th.
See you there.
Inside, getting behind the numbers. Hello, Bermuda. This is MP Anthony Richardson for constituency number 7, host of the Sunday evening program on Magic 102.7 at 8 p.m. Our objective is to go beyond headlines and sound bites and provide information that stimulates discussion, promotes education, and increases understanding. Our focus will be the economy and youth. Our guests will be asked to only wear one hat, the Bermuda hat. Please join me, your host Anthony Richardson, and my in-studio guests on Sunday at 8 p.m. on Magic 102.7.
Welcome back as the players are making their way back to the middle. Score here is 33 for 2. Just looking at some of my social media. Shout out to, once again, the folks over there in Bangkok, the Bermudas over there in Bangkok. So, that's nighttime now, right? That's nighttime food.
How many hours are there?
Yeah, you got me.
12.
Yeah, at least. At least. So, they're locked in. Good morning to you. Also, say good morning to Sage Jackson. She's in Florida.
Okay.
Shout out to Sarah and Dwight and everybody. And she had to remind me that she was one of the youngest, for St. George's to school on the iPad. She's 14.
Okay.
And we talk about technology because we've been here. One thing that we made sure that we want to be a part of Voice of Summer is always get the information when we need it.
Yeah.
So the likes of Lorenzo Tucker, Mr. Thomas Ball, once again, our social media team, but to be engaging. And this is something that, whether you're here at the game or around the world, we can engage with you.
Yeah.
Bring to you this classic.
Quick shout out to those, I guess they're getting ready to have tea in England.
Yep.
To UK families.
Folks on the western side of Florida, they're locked in. I haven't heard from our mate David Baskin.
He'll give you a show.
He said this was the year, Dean. He was telling me that was this the year. I haven't spoken to him. I wonder why, but hey, I'm here for him. Looks like it's going to be a change of bowling when we figured that was going to happen very shortly with Jack Bringman. The left arm spinner is going to be introduced, coming from the eastern end. He's got 2 slips. 2 men once again. Still a point. Point. And the covers, middle on middle off. A forward mid-wicket, men on the mid-wicket boundary. Bringman. Ooh. Looking to beat. Fubbert outside. also former teammates. Bregman playing his league down at St. David's now, but played a few years at Bay. Ooh, he stopped this time. He stopped this time. Some good piece of glove work by Steven Bremer. What is that? He gave him the finger first. He gave him the finger first. Yeah, that was good. Jack Bregman set a Zende Furman up. The first one beat him outside the off stump. This one, he held it back a bit, and Furman was off balance. And once he got beaten, it was left for the wicketkeeper to do the rest. And he did not
Good
miss.
piece of glove work.
Good piece of glove work. So well played in is there by Zende Furman as the coach, walking back for 24. But the spin bowling, we've talked about spin bowling, has undone this young man.
Did you notice Mr. Kane's
Yeah, I thought I was dreaming.
He didn't get to replay.
He gave the finger first, and then he gave it
the squares. Let's look at the replay.
Yeah, but he was.
Third umpire.
I don't know if those guys had said something.
He turned his signal to the third umpire.
That's funny.
Oh, walking in now, the man of the moment, Delry Rollins. A lot of talk, a lot of hype around the match surrounding this young man, professionally playing in England for Sussex, coming back home to play for Bailey's Bay.
There's a lot on his shoulders.
A lot on his shoulders. He opened up the innings yesterday bowling, and now he's walking to the middle. It's St. George's now. Are looking to fight this off. They are in need of a partnership. 33 for 3. They are in need of a partnership. Delry Rollins will be facing Jack Bregman. So we're going to see what field that's going to be set for Rollins. As I'm pretty sure the plan has been drilled into the players, the fielders, how they want to approach Delry, because he can be explosive. Was there one slip? Actually, two slip. First slip and a leg slip. Silly mid on. Backward point. Into the covers. Mid on, mid off. Mid at mid wicket. As Bregman this time left arm over. As it ricochets off. His body drops just in front of a diving Jordan Silver leg slip. Bregman back at his mark. Left arm over. Quicker ball. That's outside the off stump. Steve Bremer up on the stumps. Some good glove work to dismiss a Zende Fubbert on the second ball of this over. 33 for 3. A quicker ball once again outside. Ball played in the covers. Well fielded there by Trey Mandis. This is the wicket that Somerset wants. One of the key wickets. I believe it's 2. Wrapped on the pad as Rollins stretching forward. And that's the end of a good over. A maiden wicket from Derek Bregman.
Somerset are letting Rollins know their intentions right from the outset.
Right from the outset.
It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy.
Gene, I think something that we hadn't mentioned, and I spoke with him last week, the unfortunate injury to O.J. Pitcher.
Yeah,
leading in the injury, the rib injury. He got at the Eastern County game.
Yeah.
He drove for a ball, rolled over it.
Oh, no.
And cracked the rib.
Yeah, I heard about it. Devastating.
But what that player missing from the St. George's side. Jones bowling to Simmons, plays it off the back foot. Jones to Simmons. Play back to Jones, fields to his own bowling. Want to say good day to OJ and his wife and the kids. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. I know you would like to be in the middle. But get well, friend. Once again, play it back to Jones. And one thing I had to remind myself, every time for some reason you get injured, you come back stronger than ever. For some reason, you come back stronger than ever. Well, Jay, that's my motivation, right? Jones to Simmons. Forward defense. Thompson starting to tighten the screws on the bowling. Jones again. Look to make. Once again, I will repeat to anybody who's standing at the non-striker's end. Do not, I repeat, do not leave your crease before the bowler has delivered the ball.
No.
Okay? Malachi Jones.
About sportsmanship and all
if you
that.
leave the crease, you leave the crease before it's the ball, you're cheating. You're trying to get a head start.
That's right.
Look at it.
That's right. That's another way.
That's why the law is there. You're trying to get a head start. If that's the case, you might as well go down halfway to wicket.
Exactly. Same principle. That's right.
The biggest talk, spirit of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Well, you was
Rules and spirit of the game, right?
You try to take a head start. Stay here until it's time. This one's caught out to the covers. Indeed, one of the players, former teammates of mine, he was infamous with.
But let's go
Dwayne
to
Pickles
OJ.
Steed.
Oh, yeah.
And Pickles will laugh at you once
But he knew the rules. He knew the rules. He played by the rules.
Sure, remember the time they even had to change hands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He perfected that.
Yeah.
He perfected that.
Yeah. No, he knew the rules. He played within the rules of the game. Going back to OJ, I wanted to make that point to you is I think that also contributed to the long deliberation that particular night in selecting the team. OJ, for me, has always been the stabilizer in the St. George's team. Him and Rodney.
Yeah.
When he got hurt, I mean, I was, me, like most St. Georgians, and also supporters of the cup match in both teams, we were sad to see him out because he's the stabilizer, right?
Jack Bregman, well, the second over. First over was a maiden. Rollins going using his feet into the pitch of the ball and get one on the onside. So Rollins is off the mark. The second innings of a cup match. His first one back in 2014. Scored a half century. And he's now off the mark. 34 for 3. Malachi Jones, the over previous, was also maiden, so it was 2 consecutive maidens. Bregman had a maiden wicket. And then they made him from Malachi Jones. Bregman has Simmons stretching forward. Let's get back at his mark. This time it's left arm through and around. This one, it's an outside edge, but goes straight to the ground. But a sloppy field there from Somerset. Bregman and Dean, you have kept to Bregman. Doesn't turn the ball much, but very, very tricky with his variations.
Definitely.
It's Bregman again to Simmons. That's what we call his arm ball. The one actually slides into the batsman instead of going away, slides into the batsman. Depending on the day, sometimes he makes that his stuck ball and tries to get you out on the other balls. But he's led the league, or at least one of the top wicket takers for the probably last 5-6 years.
Yeah. But he's probably one of other than Sluggo being the other, one of Bermuda's best left-arm orthodox bowlers. Slow bowlers.
Well played by Simmons in defense. And remember, even coming into Cup match, he has won the MVP award.
That's right.
Ball played straight. Partially stopped by Douglas, but they go through for one. That's the end of the over, so 2 runs in that over. Score is now 35. 35 for 3. Back in 2015, Derek Bregman was the MVP. As it will be. Let's see here. Malachi Jones, he will continue. From the western end, we are located on top of the sight screen, the eastern end. To our right, it's the club. Jones, which is on the middle stump. Jones to Simmons. Plays it on the inside. 35 for 3. A packed offside field. That's where Jones has to keep it tight with his line. So far this morning, Somerset has done a great job with the line and length. See the umpires coming together for something. Somerset captain will go have a word.
I just think that the bowler at the non-striker's end, I think he had scuffed up the wicket about in the striking zone.
That's something that
so he's probably going to be
warned.
Yep. Yeah.
Bowlers.
He's just he's the umpire signal. He's given him a warning. Probably witnessed him just sort of marking just in the danger area. We call it the danger area, right? So there's a part in the just before the batsman, in that area where the batsman is just called the danger area. So Malachi, might have marked it a little bit.
A lot of times that would happen with the follow through.
Yes, exactly.
And
exactly. You have to keep off that danger area.
Some would think intention, some would think just a follow through, right?
Yeah.
And even if you try to pivot to get off of the wicket and you have spikes on,
right,
that can also create
exactly
that disturbance of the pitch. Well played out of the covers. But once again, up to the umpires to manage the situation.
Of course.
That's what they do to confirm. They make sure to tell the captain. The captain will relay the information on to the player. Jones to Simmons. So playing on the one side, looking together. Easy signal. Playing in front of the man, actually playing in front of the umpire at square leg. So Simmons is on 6. So the run rate has dropped down to 2.1. That brings Delray Rollins. He's on 1. He's looking at this field changing now. In a fresh slip. They recall the man on the fly. Short third man made a point. He recovers. Short extra cover. Rollins being defensive. Out to Malachi. Fields to his own bowling.
He is some character.
Like, you need characters in this game, man.
Character, I'm telling you.
Players like that, you do not have to motivate.
No.
You do not have to motivate. You don't have to motivate. And in saying that, I mean, it's hard to go against what he's been doing in cup match, because when you turn around and look at how many wickets he's captured in cup match, well, I could tell you this, it ain't gonna be too many that's gonna be able to get to where he is, because he sits in sixth place the whole time with 70.
Wow.
70. You have Edward Watson above him with 80. Actually, with 7. I'm sorry. Malachi is on 55. Edward Watson is on 74. Lloyd Simmons on 76. Warren Simmons on 94. Brangman to Simmons. He allows that to go through. Then you have Alex Cocky-Steed on 100. And the great Clarence Palmer. I want to say good one to the Parfum family. Always locked in. Shout out to moms and everybody. The one who beats Simmons outside for a stump. Brangman into Simmons. We mentioned about Brangman. He sits in 25th place. Actually, 24th place now, because he came into the match sitting on 27 wickets, tied with Uncle Charlie Dolphin. 27 now, he is tied with Gerald Butterfield. Now, you know Gerald Butterfield? Take you back a bit, Dean. He played back in 1910. It's 1930.
I heard about it.
A beautiful shot there by Simmons as he goes down on knee and sweeps him all the way to the backwards relay boundary for us. A good shot by Simmons. A good shot there by Simmons. 40 for 3. Yeah, Gerald Butterfield playing for St. George's. 28. He sits in 24th place. So Derek's tied with him. And after that, the late Anthony Pacer Edwards, 29.
Played with him.
Oh, yeah, played against him.
Played with him and against him. Yeah.
Oh, that was that was. He didn't care how small you was. You came out here to me. That's my time. Brangman to Simmons. That's one of these. They glance at that. Get at least one. Malachi Jones with a chase. I think that's going to be it, though. That's going to be a 41 for 3. After 18 overs, Malachi Simmons on 11, Delray Rollins on 1. You're listening to the voice of summer at the 121st Cup Match Classic here at Wellington Oval on Hot 107.5 and Magic 102.7.
Are you tired of juggling your finances? Need an extra hand keeping track of your cash flow? Introducing Guardsman, your ultimate cash management solution.
With Guardsman, say goodbye to financial stress and hello to financial freedom.
Imagine never having to stand in line to make deposits again. Guardsman provides you with a secure and convenient way to protect your hard-earned cash.
You can rest easy knowing our highly trained security officers and specialists are always on duty, protecting your best interest.
Guardsman, the Caribbean's largest cash management and security technology solutions provider since 1977.
And servicing businesses island-wide in Bermuda for almost 4 years. So why wait? Sign up today and experience the ease and confidence that comes with smart cash management.
For more information, contact us on 296-9111 and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Guardsman Bermuda. Choose safety.
Choose security.
Choose Guardsman.
Ocean Interiors Limited specialize in high-end interior fit-outs, skilled carpentry and construction in homes, offices, hotels, and other commercial properties. Along with our core services, we offer project management. Ocean Interiors is proud of their reputation with the industry, and it's a result of our unmatched customer service, creativity, expertise, and exceptional staff. Give us a call at 441-296-2326 or email us at oceaninteriors@northrock.bn. Ocean Interiors Limited.
No, St. George's 42 for the loss of 3. 42 for the loss of 3. Malachi Jones now preparing to bowl to Delray Rollins. He's on 1. Malachi Simmons, he's on 12. Malachi Jones, he's getting ready to bowl his 5th delivery of this over. He's going to be bowling to Delray Rollins. Passes umpire Keynes, right arm over the wicket to Rollins. Rollins goes on the back foot and hits this one hard. Well fielded there by the short cover fielder. It's going to be Kamal Leverock. He's feeling short covers. And 1 ball left in this over. Little breeze coming through right now. Malachi Jones at his mark. Getting ready to bowl to Rollins. Jones into Rollins. Rollins goes well deep in his crease and watches this one go into his bad place. It's 1 forward defense. That is the end of the over. So it's 42 for 3. Malachi Simmons, as I said, he's on 12. Delray Rollins is on 1. As you all know, in St. George's innings, Treadwell Gibbons was bowled Kamal Leverock last night. Before nightfall, he was bowled for a duck. Sunday Fubbert this morning. And Brian Hall was the second one to fall in the St. George's innings. He was caught by a great catch by Terran Frey, bowled off Cal Walker. And then Sunday Fubbert, he was stumped by Stephen Bremmel off the bowling of Derek Brangman for 24. So 42 for 3. St. George's looking to get to 305. After Somerset, first inning score of 404. Derek Brangman's getting ready to bowl to Malachi Simmons. And he's going to be bowling to him from the eastern end. Left arm Laurent, orthodox. This one gets him to come well forward, places 1 forward defense. Derek Brangman bowling through and around. Left arm orthodox. To Malachi Simmons. Simmons again getting well forward. Places 1 defensively, just on the onside. No attacking shot, looking just to defend. And we have the short cover fielder there, Trey Mendes, feeling in very close. 2 slips. Silly point to point. Cover point. Mid off, mid on. Here comes Brangman. This one, oh, it could be 6. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This one wasn't short. But Simmons was able to pull it for 6 to back with a square. It wasn't as short, but he got his hands through it. Back with a square for 6 into the top scaffolding. And he takes his total on to 18. Good hands, good hands. This one was pitched just on center wicket, and he was able to just get underneath it and just go ahead and pull it. So 48 for 3. 48 for 3. Bring him back to his mark. To Simmons. Simmons, turns this one on the onside. He gets well forward. Takes a huge stride forward on his front foot and turns this one just around the corner to Trey Mendes, who's feeding short mid-wicket. Brangman. Simmons. Simmons sweeps, looks into sweeps. Mistimes it. Goes on to his pads.
Good buddy.
And 1 ball left in the over. Brangman to Simmons. Simmons again takes a huge stride forward, plays forward defense. And that is the end of the over. 48 for 3. 48 for 3. Kai Simmons is on 18 with Delray Rollins. He is on 1.
What's happening, sir?
So St. George's looking at the target of 305. So they will avoid a follow-on. We see Malachi Jones. It's going to be taken in from the west end with A bit of variation. Spin, seam up, just a little bit of variation. He's coming off a short run. And he's going to be now bowling to Delray Rollins. He's going to pass right on over. He's going to be passing Umpire Keynes. And Rollins on the back foot. Drives this one down to mid-off, where you see Chris Douglas feeding. No chance of a run. This one was hit hard. No looking for singles. Right on over the wicket too, and Rollins gets foul forward, good forward defense. This one is pitched just on off stump. And Rollins looks to be taking his time. Looking to build an innings. Taking less risk. Jones into Rollins. Rollins looking to guide this past the slip fielder, but it goes through to the wicket keep. Jones to Rollins. Rollins is on the back foot, just back defense. Allows it just to hit the bat. Goes out to the cover point fielder, short cover fielder. Come on, level up. Jones back to his mark, turns into Rollins. Rollins again guides this one. Just past the first slip and goes through for one. Where the fly fielder, Akil Walker, comes in very quickly and picks it up. They go through for one. So Rollins now goes 1-2. St. George's now moving one less of 50. We'll wrap it up. Oh, yeah, one less of 50. Okay. Jones to 08. Little mix up there between Mackay Simmons and Delray Rollins. So a little bit of hesitation, but they get through for one, and it's 50-50 for St. George's. They've gone to the 50 mark. You're listening to Cup Match with the voice of summer on Hot 107.5 and Magic 102.7.
Bermuda holidays are a time when we celebrate our community, traditions, and the beauty of Bermuda. HSBC is deeply rooted in the community and proud once again to be the lead sponsor of Cup Match. Somerset! St. George's! St. George's! Whether you're heading east to watch Cup Match in person or spending time camping, boating, swimming, or simply relaxing, no matter which team you choose, Cup Match is one of the most spectacular and energizing events, bringing the entire island together in celebration of Emancipation Day and Mary Prince Day. Wishing all of Bermuda a happy Cup Match from HSBC, and may the best team win.
Somerset!
St. George's! HSBC, opening up a world of opportunity.
It's 50 for 3 here at Wellington Oval. And Derek Brangman. Derek Brangman is Derek Brangman is bowling to Delray Rollins. Rollins, no addition to the score. Rollins lofts this one in the air, and it's going to be 4 runs. Right-hander, Mackay Simmons, lost this one in the air right down to the side screen just below us. One bounce, and that's 4 runs for Mackay Simmons. An aggressive 23. It looked initially as if it was going to go over the boundary, but it reached the boundary with 1 bounce, and so Mackay Simmons moves on to 23, and St. George move on to 54 for 3. Derek Brangman, left arm around, and Simmons pushes this one out to extra cover. They go through for a comfortable single. So Simmons moves on to 24, and St. George move on to 55 for 3. 55 for 3. Magman left arm over. And Simmons dances down the wicket. He skips down the wicket as if he was about to belt it over the square leg boundary. He squared up as if he was going to pull that one, but it was pitched right on center stump. Sorry, Rollins. Getting these batsmen big. They're both about the same height, size. One's a left-hander, the other's a right-hander. Rollins on the back foot punches that one through the covers. A lovely cover drive. A lovely cover drive. Classic stroke of cricket. 4 runs for Delray Rollins. George march on to 59 for 3.
And it's been short in the innings, but he's impressed me so far with the temperament coming to the wicket, coming to the pitch at the time, and the way he's going about his innings.
Delray Rollins.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the rate of the world is what his shoulders right now. These two batsmen. The rate of the team is what their shoulders.
Very interesting in that over where he started to charge, come down the wicket to Brangman. Brangman noticed it, but a quicker one down the leg side where Rollins was just enough to put his hip there to stop it. Because it would have been an easy stump out. Would have been an easy stump out. But that's the game within the game. Dine made mention that, and we was talking off here just now. There's some surprising inviting for these guys to actually hit out a bit, right?
Yeah, that's what they'd like.
One thing we've noticed as players, you know, when you are starting to hit, it's sometimes hard to turn off that tap.
Oh yeah. Looks as if there's going to be a change in bowling from the western end. It looks as if it's going to be Dion Stubble.
Yeah.
The wily spin of Dion Stubble. Is what they call a nuisance with the ball.
Yeah.
It really is, you know.
Yeah.
Very good spinner.
Remember the one cup match, remember he got a duck, but they don't get an MVP due to his bowling.
Yes, that's right.
He's a true all-rounder, right?
He really is. Very good fieldsman.
But the interesting factor is Dion he's the type of spin bowler that will get into your head. So he's going to talk.
Yes.
Right? So he talks.
Yeah.
He gets his wickets through. Not only good bowling, but he's going to get into your head.
That's right.
He's definitely going to get into your head.
Talk a lot of nonsense.
There you go. There you go.
That's
there
right.
you go.
That's right.
You know, just probably asking what he had for breakfast, you know. How's his family? How's your dog? How's the kids? Class with me yesterday. You know?
That's a part of the game. A lot of people, don't really see.
Yeah.
The mental side. You got to be mentally tough.
That's right. So it's going to be Dion Stubble to bowl from the western end, running towards us to bowl to the right-hander Mackay Simmons. Simmons has 24. Delray Rollins, the non-striker, is on 6. Stubble. Right arm over the wicket. There's a loud appeal, and he's given out. Mackay Simmons has given out LBW. Mackay Simmons didn't move, and the ball spun back into the right-hander. and hit him right on the pad. And Mr. Keynes thought about it for 1 second and put up his finger and sent Mr. Simmons back to the pavilion. 59 for 4 now, St. George. 59 for 4, needing 305 to avoid a follow-on.
Sean, we talk about rotation of the bowling. Someone probably note that down as a captain's decision, bringing somebody on and you get the initial wicket. But once again, the plan you can see just looking through the stats here. Kamal bowled 5, Walker bowled 6, Malachi bowled 6, and you replace them. So those 5 to 6 overs going to replace to give the batsman something different to look at. Just as Simmons starts to look comfortable, give him something to look at. And this, of course, here you go, of course.
That's right. Well, it's the captain, Anias Baskin, coming in now. Well,
it's up this second over. Well, this is the second hour, so it's another rotation.
Good. So, Anias Baskin. Now, he bears the weight of the world on his shoulders right now because it all rests on him. As the leader, as the frontline batsman, but he's capable of doing it. He's done it before. He's scored a century in cup match. And if ever there was a time that he needed to put his head down and bat and play like a captain, today is the day. So, Anias Baskin has taken his guard. He's batting at the eastern end, directly below our sports microphone, and he's facing Dion Stubble. First ball, Stubble wraps him on the pad, and there's a loud and animated and confident appeal from Stubble and all of the fieldsmen. And Mr. Keynes, the umpire, quickly shakes his head and says, not out. 59 for 4, still the score. 59 for 4. St. George, rear guard action. In reply to 404 posted by Somerset, 404 all out. St. George need 305 to avoid a follow-on. Stubble. That's the end of the over, as Baskin was forward defensively with that one. We see Rollins now calling for his batting helmet as opposed to his cap. change of gloves. That's because it's going to be Delray Rollins to go from the eastern end directly below our sports microphone. I want to once again say good morning or good afternoon or wherever in the world you may be to those listening to us via the internet or watching the stream, courtesy of the good folks at Her News or our good friend Trevor Lindsay here, TNN. The marvels of modern technology make that possible. They want to make sure that you are able to witness the best of Bermuda, the annual Cup Match Classic. We're doing our best to make sure that you can hear it. So to those who are sick and shut in, those who are working, those who are at home, on the beach, you can watch it on your cell phones, iPads. I will say good morning to you. Welcome to Cup Match. So it's Kamal Lavrock now, right arm around the wicket to the left-hander. That is Rollins. Rollins has 6. He watches that one go by.
Sure, I was waiting for this matchup because the last time these two played against each other, guess who got Rollins up? Yeah, and so that's a little bit told between them. Good friends, obviously. But once again, Dean, you mentioned is that certain brothers have to come on at certain times.
Of course. Of course.
Lavrock, right arm around to the left-hander. Rollins. Rollins turns this one around the corner to long leg. It's fielded out there in the country by, looks like Chris Douglas. They go through for an easy single. Rollins moves on to 7. And St. George move on to 60. 60 for 4. This will bring up a nice Baskin. So it's 3 deliveries, not get off the mark. 60 for 4, St. George. In he comes, right arm over. He's wrapped on the pad, there's a lot of appeal, but it's right on the leg side. Before. In reply to 404 all out posted by Somerset in their first inning. Kamal Lavrock again, right arm over the wicket, comes in and goes to Anias Baskin. Baskin drives that one through the covers. No run in that really. Hi, how are you? Yeah. And this one, Baskin was beaten by that one, played across the line of the ball, and goes through to the wicketkeeper. Bremer standing back. No addition to the score. That's the end of the over. No, it's not. One more ball, sorry. One more ball. Ball up rapid. Kamal Rock again. Right arm over the wicket. He's in and he bowls to a nice Baskin. Baskin drives at that one, drives it right back to Leverock, who fields and returns it to the wicket keep. That's the end of the over. The end of 24 overs. St. George have 60 for 4 in reply to Somerset's 404 all out, facing a rear guard action. 404 all out, 60 for 4 in reply. We remind you, you're listening to Cup Match 2023 live from Wellington Oval with the voice of summer on Magic 102.7 and Hot 107.5.
This year, Cup Match, the most anticipated public event on Bermuda's calendars, will start with the much-loved namesake cricket match at St. George's Cricket Club commencing the morning of the 3rd of August. This 2-day phenomenon is only one facet of the jewel that is Cup Match, known by history-savvy Bermudians as Emancipation Day, followed by Mary Prince Day. Nowadays, Cup Match presents a cornucopia of activities inspired by the beautiful summer surroundings. We'll pursue the new and exciting features, always allowing for a moment of reflection along the way. Lindo's, why go anyplace else?
Cup Match weekend is good like the match being played on your end of the island. It's good like eating your favorite Bermudian dish. It's good like wearing your team's colors all week long. It's good like celebrating with your friends and family. And of course, it's good like bragging rights when your team wins. CG Insurance wishes you and yours a happy and safe Cup Match weekend. CG Insurance, good like that.
And welcome back. Well, you made it to a slog sweep from Gary Rollins to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. Off the bowling of Dion Stubble. Score now is 64 for 4. We got the answer of whatever. Should be coming up shortly. Yep. Another couple of overs. Stubble around the wicket. Once again, Rollins attempts to paddle sweep. It's good 1. As Frey runs in from the wicket area. 65 for 4. Good morning to Dave and Black family. Hopefully the girls enjoying the coverage today. Stubble now coming over the wicket to Baskin. It's on the other side. Yep, this one for 1. We say good morning to the president of St. David's Cricket Club, Sibley Cruckle. Happy Cup Match to Cup Match Angels. Trey, Landro. From the 297 family. Stubble around to Rollins.
That's the news.
Cheers.
Can you hear?
Coming up on the drink break, we'll be talking with one of our sponsors,
Sue Ann Reed from Guardsman Bermuda Limited.
Yeah. Thank you for your start. Thank you for coming on board, helping to support us.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having us.
Say that again.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having us.
Another single there from Rollins. I don't know why the music's on at the club. It's not over yet. 2 more balls. 67 for 4. Nice basket. He has 1. Stubble wants to make a bit of a change. His man out at mid wicket. Looking forward a bit. There's Malachi Jones. Stubble to Baskin. Pitched on the middle stump. Pitch like that's a quick catch.
He's out.
What a catch! What a catch!
That is a catch. What a catch! Where Elias Baskin flips this one off his pads as he pitched to the middle stump. And Derek Brennan, full-leg dive to his left. What a catch! I'm sorry. Well, save hands a woman right now. You can pick up us, and that's it for me right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little early to call it.
Yeah,
what a catch.
What a catch indeed. That is a catch. And St. George's are in trouble. 67 for 5. 67 for 5. And St. George's are in trouble. They need 305 to avoid a follow-on.
So that's string is that.
That's right. That's right. They are in difficulty.
Right now, the Lions basketball probably don't even take off the pants. Because the rate you go is you're coming back in sooner than you think.
This is coming in. Charles Trott.
This is Charles Trott.
My gracious. Well, they're going to take a water break. We'll analyze this in a minute, but he's got his mouth wide open in disbelief. That was a great catch. The unfortunate thing is that some things like that, just like you can't set a field to bad building, you can't when you take a catch like that, when something like that happens, there's not much you can do. Yeah. It's not as if he did something really wrong other than he should have kept the ball on the ground. Yeah. But it's just unfair. Yeah, that was
mentioned it earlier. Dean is putting the players in the right positions according to the strengths and weaknesses of the batsman.
That's right.
That is the coach's job. One of the jobs they do, the backroom staff, to analyze every player, every batsman's strengths and weaknesses, and you know what their favorite shots are. Let's get your best field spot.
What I'm still trying to understand, that was 3 feet off the ground, and he hit at a distance away from him. He took 2 steps, full length, and took the catch.
And that's like a gazelle in the air.
And it's stuck in his head.
That's right.
That is a catch.
Well, we are here with none other than Sue-Ann Reed, General Manager of Baskin Bermuda Limited. Happy Cup match, Sue-Ann.
Happy Cup match to you too.
What a day, huh?
It's an amazing day.
Yes? Have you seen anything like this? I mean, you're coming here from Jamaica, you've seen cricket, but have you seen anything like that?
Never seen anything like this. And even though I'm from a country where cricket is a big part of our culture, I've never been at I'm not even a Savannah Park.
Yeah.
I've been to Savannah Park for parties, but not for cricket. And so to be a part of it is amazing.
But we're so happy to have you. We're so happy. As we see you guys have a camp over there. You're really invested in this.
Yes, very, very invested. I am very committed to Bermuda. Bermuda's provided us a market that's growing, and so I'm committed to giving back to Bermuda and to my team.
So tell us a little bit about Guardsman.
Okay, so Guardsman Bermuda Limited is a sister company of a bigger branch offering cash in transit, where we go to clients and collect their deposits and change orders and put them back and forth from their location to the bank. We also get into relationships with a lot of the banks, which is what the bigger part of our business model is, to provide cash management solutions for them. So there are banks now who look at certain parts of their operations as tedious and expensive, and so they outsource those. And that's what the general part of our business model is.
On the track. That's right.
Yes. So we're big on branding. We are committed to, as a leader for me personally, I'm committed to my people and to empowering them.
Absolutely. Well, that's fantastic. And what better event to get invested in than the Cup match?
I mean, it's amazing. And I'm also looking forward to getting involved with some football clubs and some sponsorship as well, because we have a lot of footballers on our team.
Really?
So we're committed to Bermuda and to, providing whatever partnerships that we can, and to offer to persons, young people, development and job opportunities.
Awesome. So this, I understand, Guardsman is the largest security or cash management company in the Caribbean.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
And so we've been around for over 40 years. This is not my first rodeo. Bahamas was actually my first rodeo. Let me just say a big up to Crystal Fox, who is here as our general manager from Bahamas, to take part in what is a first for me and a first for him. And so I don't think there's any other region, and I don't want to speak out of turn, but who have partnered with any of the culture that we're in to take part in such a big event, because this is a historical event for Bermuda. So I'm happy to be a part of it. I may not understand the game much, but just to see from my energy with the team. My dad did try, but I'm slowly learning what it is and how it works.
Well, the game is just a small part of everything that's going on.
It is, and the energy is totally off the chain.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that we're here.
We got the food.
Yes.
The drinks.
Yes.
Have you invested in the stock market over there? Have you been over there to the Crown and Anchor?
I probably should.
Yeah, of course.
I've heard about it.
This fellow's got to take you there.
Yes.
He's got to make sure you invest.
Thanks to Richard Pitcher, who is here with us.
That's right.
The 14 of us at the work director.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. Well, it's all a part of the culture. We're so happy to have you here. There's nothing bigger, nothing better than Cup Match, and we're so glad that you and Guardsmen and Bermuda have taken the time and invested in this such an important part of Bermuda.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We've been talking to Sue Ann Reed from Guardsmen Bermuda, one of the new sponsors, one of the new participants in Bermuda's premier sporting event, the annual Cup Match Classic. Happy Cup Match to you.
Happy Cup Match to you, and happy Cup Match to Bermuda.
Thank you very much.
All right.
The game is about to resume. St. George are in trouble. They have, what's the score? 60. Wait for you to bring it back up. Go, we're going to bring it up. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Are you guys breaking up?
I'll come back to, as I get back to the game. I must say, she said something. He said she's big on branding. But she came over here with a red top on, and then Mr. Pitcher in the back, you got your blue top on, your blue and blue. So I definitely know who she should represent me, but well, St. George's rocks you right. All right, thank you. 67 for 5. St. George's are in trouble right now. Batsman, Charles Track, come to a middle. T.R. Stubble, with them 2 pick wickets. 1.5 limits, 1 made and 2 for 7. Right arm around. Allows that to spin away from him, and that's the end of a good over from Stubble. Good over from Stubble. Conceded 7 runs in that over. But Wicket, Nias Baskin, the captain. Beautiful diving catch from Derek Brennan to dismiss the captain. Dean, I had mentioned a score offline to you this morning. I mean, we go over scenarios. That's what we do here. We go over a lot of scenarios. And I posed the score 95 for 5. What would that mean for St. George's? And we saw 95 for 5 around lunchtime. Now, we were 67 for 5. We still got a little ways to go before lunch. Yeah, that's not this isn't a position that they would have wanted to have found themselves in.
I didn't think this would happen in my wildest imagination.
Well, batsmen to come: Sinclair Smith, Rodney Trott, Alan Douglas.
So it's not as if all is low.
No, it's not.
So let's not. We don't want to be seen to be giving that impression.
No, not at all.
And that's
not by
why
any stretch of the event.
Surprising.
This is the partnership right now.
Yeah.
It has to be the partnership.
I still think Rodney Trott still plays a big part.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Rodney,
He plays a
Alan
big
to
part.
come.
Yeah. Very capable
Yeah.
batsman. Levra into Trott. Rollins, I'm sorry. 2 left-handers here.
Mm-hmm.
But there's Rollins. But
that's just right up.
Ian, I'll tell you something, Dean. Dean. You're jinxing me, sure. But one of the words we use yesterday in partnership, and Dean, I want you to go through the partnership or the lack of partnership. It's right in front of you. Hold that little black bean there.
Yeah.
First wicket was what? No, that weren't the partnership.
No, we haven't seen.
The next one was 12.
Yeah.
Next one was 21.
That's right.
The next one was 26.
Yeah.
The next one was 8.
The highest being 26. It's been 26. So, and we talked about it. In this longer version, you have to build partnerships. And like Knowles and Jordan have to regroup.
Yeah.
They have to regroup.
No.
It is critical.
That's right.
No, they have to regroup. These two have to see it until lunch.
Today to now. That's right.
Levra. But over the wicket now to Trot. Trot stretching forward and under covers. Levrock has bowled 6.2 overs. New meters 1 for 16. Sense of urgency for partnership that's required from Mr. George's batsman now. Levrock to Trot. It's a bounce up, staying low actually, and that actually crossed the wicketkeeper.
I don't even think that would even qualify as being too high because it was he had to bend. So because he was crouched so low, that it wasn't chest height.
No, and that's why he hasn't given the warning. Well, it doesn't show that he was given the warning.
Look like there to get the stomachs.
Yeah,
it's a little lower.
Yeah. About 2 feet, just a little, 2 feet over the stomach.
But having taken notice over the last 2 days, this end is the one that you really have to bend your back to get some bounce. That one, right? He was looking for that ball. That was short. That's been looking to crouch and get under it, but into the body. Remember earlier with Brian Hole taking his chest band. He didn't have a chest band, but it was pad.
His shoulder. Try to get
and it's a different, right?
Yeah.
The ball never went over.
That's right.
But down this end, the balls are flying over the head.
That's right.
There's a lot of nuances with, groundsmen and knowing what ends do what. Be surprised. That is grass out there. There's clay out there. You're not going to get to the exact ends of the plate, the exact same. Lever up. Right arm around to Trot. He's beautiful shot from Trot. Oh, he made it one. That's Rollins. I'm sorry. It is Rollins.
Great shot.
He made it for him this time. New short on the back foot. Pivot around and an easy looking stroke on the eyes as he whips around to forward square leg. It's actually 6, I'm sorry.
6. Yeah, 6.
With ease.
Yeah.
Rollins down on 20. Lever up to Rollins. So he works it off his hip. To square. Oh, look at him. Another single, but Trot was looking at the ball. Rollins was looking to go for 2, but Trot didn't even see Rollins. But that's the end of the over. 26 overs have been completed here. And right to the over, 76 for 5. 76 for 5. Yeah.
Well, that's the sort of running that you want to see. Good aggressive running. Trying to do it. Rollins really with the time where he was aggressive, looking for the 2 out. He was looking for the 2. Yeah, Trot did.
That box is loud. Yes. Shout out to Ben from Reality Sounds, who's providing the sound system over there at the club. They've been banging.
I see chicken.
Yeah. The man, the general over there, and they Chuck, and someone used to be here for 2 days. You got a rotation system over there too.
Oh, is that right?
Well, yeah. Look at too much more. Perfect. Trust me, I did it. One pool array, the midwit wicket region. So that is Charles Trot. He's yet to get off the mark. Colin Malachi Jones, who was out on the boundary. Come in. Coming to point. As Stone has 2 slips now. Trot. Each trot outside the off stump. Sitting mid off. And point. And recover. Mid off. Long on. Mid wicket on the boundary. Square leg on the boundary. Stone. Hold up. A neat there. The beats the first slip. Runs down here to the third man. We got 2. Ronnie puts his hands up and tells him, nope, that's it. So they get 2. Trots off the mark. Being called back in the side. And at times he can be very explosive with that also. Double. Right arm around. He trot. A quicker one. He darts it into his pad at middle stump. Dion loves to switch his speeds. Always thinking. Double. Outside. Spins away. Feeling a bit of breeze coming across the field. We didn't get much of yesterday. Got a cloud cover yesterday. Stubble again. Trot. And back to Stubble. Fields to his own bowling. That's the end of the 27th over. 79 for 5. As St. George is looking to stabilize the innings here. Derry Rollins not out on 22 after facing 25 deliveries. Charles Trott, he's on 2 after facing 8. You listen to the 121st Classic here at Relative Over with the voice of summer on Hot 107.5 and Magic 102.9.
Ultimate Imaging is a boutique-style imaging center located in the heart of Hamilton, offering diagnostic imaging services such as ultrasounds, obstetrics, pediatric ultrasounds, and mammography. We pride ourselves in delivering the global standard of healthcare and guarantee your physician a complete report in 24 hours of service. Ultimate Imaging is located in Suite 308 International Center, 26 Bermudiana Road. You can follow us today on Facebook or on our website at ultimateimaging.bm. Call us for your next appointment at 297-6863 or 29-SOUND. Be sure to ask about our new machine, the NVIDIA Avis, the automated breast ultrasound system. That number again is 297-6863. All future care and HIP clients welcomed.
Quench your thirst in this summer heat with refreshing, pure water. Available in 3 and 5 gallon recyclable bottles. Far better for the environment and better for your budget than single serve bottles. We deliver straight to your home or business, or visit our drive-thru at 32 Parsons Lane in Devonshire and let us do all the heavy lifting for you. For self-service, head next door to our 24-hour pure water and pure ice machine. Pure water, high-quality drinking water made in Bermuda by Bermudians. Bermuda Waterworks wishes everyone a safe and happy Cup Match holiday.
Yeah, come on, Leverock. 79 for 5. 79 for 5. Here comes Kamal Leverock bowling right arm around the wicket. He's going to be bowling to Derry Rollins. This one, catches the outside edge. He's looking to turn it to the onside, but it catches the outside edge, goes down to point where Terran Frey had to chase for it, and he goes through for 2. Rollins was looking to turn this one, gets a leading edge, and it goes just past point fielder Terran Frey. He goes for 2. So it's 81 for 5. Derry Rollins now, he's on 24. He's the batsman on strike. And we have Charles Trott. He has 2. He's not on strike. 1 slip, a point, a cover, a middle off, a middle one, mid wicket. He is a backward square and a sweeper. Leverock into Rollins. Rollins full. Just in front of the just in front of the mid-on fielder. Just bounced just in front of him. Looking to drive. He is looking to drive. And it just took one bunch right in front of McKeel Walker. And everyone was holding their breath. This one was he's looking to drive. It took one bunch. Here comes Lavrock, right arm around to Rollins. Rollins gets well behind it. Goes forward defense. Solid defense. 81 for 5. Dalray Rollins on 24. Kamal Lavrock, he's into his 8th over. He's into his 8th over. And he's bowled 7.4. He's given up 25 runs. He's got 1 wicket. So here we have Dalray Rollins. He's signaling that everything is right. I think he had a word with the umpire. And here comes Kamal Lavrock. Right arm around to Rollins. Rollins hooks this one. Oh, what a great shot. Great shot. He hooks this one off it. In between the backward square and the sweeper out there in the distance on the leg side. And it gets it in between. Pierces the gap. The ball went lightning off his hip. And that is a great shot off his hip. And now he takes his total on to 28. And St. George's now go to 85. Lavrock, right arm around to Rollins. Rollins takes a quick single. Soft hands, quick singles into the mid-wicket area. And he goes through for 1. He goes on to 29. He looks as though he's going to go and get some water. Well, I think he's signaling there that something is going on. So 86 for 5. 86 for 5 if you're just tuning in. Remember, Somerset's first innings total was 404. St. George's now 86 for 5. Dalray Rollins on 29. Charles Trott on 2. Remember Treadwell Gibbons, he was bowled. Lavrock for North, that was last evening. To go through it, it's Sunday Fubbert. He scored 24. Brian Hole was out on 4. Mackay Simmons, he was LBW. The unstoppable 24. And the last batsman was Baskin. He was out for 1 off the rolling up the unstoppable. Caught Derek Brinkman. So St. George's in a bit of trouble. They are now 86 for 5. St. George's right now in desperate need of having a partnership with Charles Trott, Dalray Rollins. We are close to lunch, and St. George's, of course, do not want to lose any more wickets leading up to the lunch break that will be at 12:50. So right now it's nervous times for St. George's. If they stand between Dalray Rollins and Charles Trott is critical. So we have now Jordan De Silva, the Somerset captain, has decided to employ himself into the bowling. He's going to be bowling left arm over to Dalray Rollins. We know, here comes Jordan De Silva. Left arm over to Rollins. Rollins pulls this one to the mistimes it, miscues it. He tries to pull this one to the mid-wicket area, but he gets a bottom edge and it goes to, looks as though it's Chris Douglas who's feeding short. Or L.J. Richardson who's feeding in the mid-wicket area. Here comes Silva. And Trot gets foul forward. Delray Rollins now, he's on 30 at the non-striker's hand after taking that single, which brings Charles Trot on strike 2. Silver back to this mark. He turns. Passes umpire Keynes. Left arm over the wicket, and Trot gets foul forward. This one pitched on center stump, but he gets foul forward. Goes to the mid-wicket area where it's picked up. No chance of a run. Somerset looking for another wicket. The Silver into Trot. Trot again, foul forward. Takes a huge stride forward. This one is pitched on off stump, but he takes in a huge stride forward and smothers the ball. Plays a forward defense. And De Silva fields to his own bowling. De Silva to Trot. Trot again, foul forward, foul behind the ball, and playing that supporting role as he should. No chance of a run. 87 for 5. Last delivery of De Silva's first over. Goes to Trot again, taking a huge stride forward and playing forward defense. It's well batted there by Trot. And that is the end of the over. Only 1 run scored in that over. And that was the captain Jordan De Silva's first over. Charles Trot on to Delray Rollins on 30. St. George's 87 for 5. Chasing Somerset's first total of 404. St. George's in need. St. George's are in need. St. George's are in need of 218 runs to avoid the follow-on that will be enforced by Somerset. So St. George's right now are looking at making sure that a 2-1 is not on the cards. So now we have Dion Stubble. He's going to be coming from the eastern end. Of course, he was bowling from the western end, so now he wants to actually see Jordan De Silva moving his bowlers around. He's going to be bowling to Delray Rollins with 1 slip, silly point. We have a mid-off that is up. Just looking at the field, we also have a backward square leg. We have a deep mid wicket. We have a long one, which is Derek Brinkman. He's just down here, just to the left of us. We have a backward point, and we have an extra cover. You see, I think that Stray Mander's out there in the deep extra cover boundary. Yeah. So here comes Dion Stubble. Right arm around. Steal a very attacking field on the offside. To Rollins. This one is pulled, and that's a good shot there. He won't get that. He won't get that. That went like lightning to the forward mid-wicket boundary. Rollins, he goes on to 34. St. George's now go to 91. He got back, he pulled that one hard. And we know Rollins hits it really, really hard. Here comes Stubble into Rollins. Rollins again pulls this one. Look, as though that was the exact same shot, but he controlled this one and just goes down to the long on area where Derek Brinkman fields, and he goes through for 1. So now we see Rollins going on to 35. Quickly goes on to 35. Which brings Charles Trot on strike. St. George's 92. 92 for 5. Stubble. It's going to be bowling to Trot. Right on the lawn. Trot again. It was a stumping. not out, but Stephen Bremer behind the stumps, flicked off the bails and looking at Kane's ball, just missing the outside of the bat. Charles Trott taking a huge stride forward and just appeal for a stumping, but Kane's having nothing to do with it. Stubble right on the run to Trott. Trott, Yorker length, and Trott digs this one out. Goes to the short mid wicket area. No chance of a run with the L.J. Richardson. Stubble now. Turns. Right on the run. Trott. Trott goes on the back foot and plays this one defensively. No chance of a run. And Dion Stubble fields to his own bowling. Stubble right on the run to Trott. Trott watches this one go through to the wicket Bremer, and that is the end of the over. 92 for 5. Charles Trott on 2, Delray Rollins on 35. So Somerset are looking within the next 10 minutes, looking to go ahead and get a wicket. You're listening to Cup Match with the Voice of Summer on Hot 107.5 and Magic 102.7.
Did you know that you can book your doctor's appointments online? Moongate Medical, Bermuda's newest general practice, makes it simple and easy to schedule your physicians right from where you are. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For general checkups, TCD appointments, sick notes, and prescription advice, we are here for you. Do you need an exceptional, compassionate, and trustworthy physician? Dr. Karen Fedlin and Dr. Andrea Guilford can accept your appointment today. Call 295-4265 or save time and book online at moongatemedical.bm. Moongate Medical, better health for a better quality of life. We know life can be unpredictable, like the outcome of a cricket match. But at Bermuda Motors, our team is united by a shared passion for cars and an even greater passion for making your dreams come true. That's because your happiness and satisfaction are our ultimate rewards. Bermuda Motors, with the power of care, drives us to serve you better.
It's 93 for 5, huh? 96, got 4 runs. Get a pink. Sorry, 93 for 5. 96 for 5, sorry, as Delray Rollins pushed that one through to the extra cover boundary. For 4, Rollins moves on to 39. $96 for 5. Delray Rollins on 39. Charles Trott, the ninth striker. Right, thanks. Charles Trott now taking strike. Delray Rollins moves on to 40. And Jordan De Silva now bowling to Trott. Left arm over the wicket. Trott raises his bat, watches that one go by. 97 for 5. 97 for 5. That's the end of the over, the end of 31 overs. 7 for 5 in 37 overs. So Delaware Rollins has 40. Charles Trott has 2. Jordan DeSilva, who just played his second over, he's given up 6 runs. Dion Stubble with 4 overs, 1 made, 2 for 15. 4 overs, 1 made, 2 for 15. So we want to say a very special good afternoon to all the UK-based footballers who are tuned in and watching. UK-based, I want to say a special good afternoon to the UK-based footballers who are out here tuned in and watching. All the best to them as they kick off their season. You're based in the UK. Special shout out, happy cup match for them. Yes, yeah. They are tuned in, so this is the best way, this is the only way that they can participate in cup match. So via the stream provided by Bird News and TNN, and of course radio with the basic song. So the first cup match, one of the best is they start this tomorrow. You mentioned before, they actually have a job to do. That's right. That's right. Alon Butterfield. Yes. That's Tawana. There, Tawana. Casey.
Look, even communities around like in Florida, they are on a job this thing. Yeah, well, you know how it is.
That's why we do what we do. Yes, know what's happening here and are able to participate in cup match as best as is possible. So it's Dion Stubble now. Hurling his spinners, right arm around the wicket to the left-hander Rollins. Delaware Rollins has 42. Dion Stubble has the wicketkeeper Bremer right up on the stumps. There's one man in slips right up on the stumps. It's Jordan DeSilva. There's a silly bit off, standing right up in his face. He watches that one go by, right outside the off stump.
That's another form of also keeping pressure.
That's pressure, right? Man right up in your face like that. Right arm around the wicket.
These two are looking to get to the lunch. Yeah, the score wouldn't be that important to me. For more, it's just time, get to lunch, finish this hour, go into the break, and then reassess the game from there. The main thing is just get to lunch without losing any moments. And speaking about that, so far this has been the biggest partnership of the innings. Right now it's 32. And you said that what was needed between these two batsmen?
Yes. And guess what? St. George is 1 run away from 100, which basically means they're looking at another 200.
Yes, that's right.
So they're just, little milestone. 1 run away from 100.
So it's going to be it's Jordan DeSilva. Left arm over the wicket, Jordan DeSilva. And Charles Trott drives this one all along the ground, down to Long on. They got a single. So Trot moves on to 3. St. George's have their 100. They move into triple figures. Umpires are just having a word now. It's something they're looking over in the mid-wicket boundary area. Is something over there?
Yeah, it's called a stock market. See what's trade.
Oh, the music? So it's music that is continuing while play is taking place, and it's coming from that direction.
Yeah.
And it's providing a distraction. And it's against the rule. Yeah. There's no music supposed to be playing while play is going on. Umpire check this. Watch. Jordan De Silva again. This one, Rollins drives right over the bowler's head down to the long off bound. That's the safest stroke in cricket. That's right. Straight right over the bowler's head. Off boundary. Beautiful shot.
You see the class of it.
Beautiful technique.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, wow. It's good again. The other one, he's going to be. It's dropped. There's a long-on boundary. Delray Rollins whirled it in the air, right down to the long-on boundary.
And he had his hands on it, and he hit up against the boundary, so he edited his hand.
So it's 56. Yeah, he's rolling down there.
Exactly.
Malachi Good.
Yeah, he headed with his hand.
Had the ball in his hand.
And hit up against the fence.
And so with the ball in his hands, if he ran up against the fence, then technically it should be 6 runs, but he dropped it.
Yeah.
And so the umpires are now deliberating on whether or not it should be 6. We're waiting for the decision, and we are waiting the signal from Mr. King. Yes. It's 6 runs. And so Delray Rollins has his 50. Yep. That's right. Delray Rollins has his 50. Yep. He's now on 52. Malachi Jones had the ball in his hand and touched the fence. And so with the ball in his hand, he touched the fence, but he went in and out of his hands. And so he was... Secondly, the ball was in and out of his hands. Well, he dropped the ball when he was resting against the fence. And so he's not out, but he also... It counts to 6. Exactly. That's 52. That's right. So Delray Rollins continues to St. George have 110. And people are running onto the field to congratulate him. And we'll take the for lunch. And it may be that they're going to take lunch out. For lunch. I just want to bring something. He dropped the catch. He did the catch. There's a flag at the same time that he intended to make that catch. One that made that's something that the power of the altitude was a distraction or not. Just the location where that flag is hanging over there. That could have been a distraction for him. And that's what it takes. 1 split second taking your eye off the ball. That we see that all the time. You think you're seeing something else. But once again, it's something that I think we have to be mindful when we do have these camps. I mean, everything's over on the playing field. And this happens every year, especially on the second day out. You get items, you get teams infiltrating the perimeter with a boundary that can cause distraction, that can cause impediments to the flow, that can interfere with the game, that can interfere with the players, and they have to be controlled, they have to be managed. And you have no place on the field. You have to get, so there's flags, people's
Let's bear in mind, he dropped the catch. Well, we're talking about things that are on the boundary that can cause distractions. And it's also, you mentioned, one of the safety concerns that we have to be mindful going forward. And in both venues, and we've seen it at both venues, and I think that's something that should be addressed going forward. As I tell you, not to bring flags and not to have fun. But to really, first and foremost, we have to protect our players on the field, but then protect you.
That's right. No dogs, no flags, no body parts, no people, have no place in the field. They have to be controlled. They have to get out of the way, and they have no place being there. So it looks as if the players are going to take lunch break now at 12:45. And so that means that they will be back at 1:25 as opposed to 12:50 for 1:30. They'll be back at 1:25. The match here, Somerset, 4:40 all out. Yesterday, St. George still facing a rear guard action, despite Gary Rollins 52 and Charles Stratton. This partnership is very high. Let's go on the scorecard. Okay, so today, St. George's innings reads as follows. Check with the well by Kyle Lawrence without score. As if they probably stopped by the Stephen Kramer as the goal was Derek Brandon for 24. Ryan Hall, caught by Terry Cole here in 4. Makai Simmons, LBW to Dion Stubbs for 24. Darryl Rollins, not out there, is 52. That 52 coming with 36 deliveries for 92 minutes. Elias Baskin is caught by Derek Brandon. Dion Stubbs for 1. Charles Trump, 42 minutes,
Cup Match in Bermuda brings the community together in celebration of Emancipation Day, the abolition of slavery in Bermuda, and Mary Prince Day. The Cup Match holiday represents the uniqueness of our island's people, clearly demonstrating that there's no place in the world quite like Bermuda. HSBC in Bermuda has been the lead sponsor for Cup Match since 2006, sponsoring live TV, radio, and online coverage for the event. HSBC is proud to be part of this important cultural celebration.
It's Cup Match!
That's right, little Utes. We're gonna experience Cup Match camping the Burmy way.
Daddy, did you bring the iPad?
What, man?
Uncle Teo, can I play with your Nintendo Switch?
Uncle Teo, you have games on your phone? No. No iPads, no games, no Nintendo. This is camping. We're all gonna be one with nature this weekend. Right, Nana?
Who are you, Vi? You know I went straight to One Communication and got everything we needed for the holiday. Check my new TV. She's HD.
Nana!
Yay, Nana! I bet my setup is way fancier than your Aunt Valerie's. Oh, this match is making my heart race now.
A generator? Nana, really?
Shoo, we're watching the game.
Go St. George's.
Somerset. St. George's. Somerset. Cup
Bermuda, the most exhilarating time of the year is upon us, the annual Cup Match holiday weekend. As we reflect on emancipation and the struggles and sacrifices of those that came before us, this is a time to celebrate our heritage, embrace our unity, and of course, enjoy some fantastic cricket. If you've had a little too much festive cheer, put those keys away and catch a ride with a friend or use a taxi. No exceptions. We must be responsible to each other. Let's all do our part to uphold our culture of friendliness and sociability and avoid conflict and violence at all costs. You see, this holiday period is about joy, not tragedy. As we unite as a community, I want to wish you a fantastic Cup Match, and may your team win.